I was on a Zoom call today. There were about 40 people on that Zoom call, and the moderator asked us to share our experiences with manifestation. And I was immediately triggered. Manifestation? Come on, if I had figured that one out, I wouldn't be sitting here. I would be traveling the world. I would visit all sacred spaces. I would meditate at Machu Picchu, the pyramids. I would do healings. I would take my baby around the whole planet. I wouldn't be sitting here looking at a bank account statement that recently just showed $4.76. No, I don't have a lot to share about manifestation. But then I let go of my anger and I sat back and listened to the others. And I came to realize, yeah, most of us actually had at some point in their lives an insight or that split second of deep knowing that then over the next decade or two started to unfold. And actually, the same thing was true for me too. I was studying for a semester in Paris. And as you do as a young student, to get to places, you take the metro. I went down the stairs to the metro, to my platform, into my direction. And I vividly remember that it was quite a large platform with a huge gap for the rails and the other platform on the other side moving into the different direction. I was standing there waiting for my metro to arrive as a young woman walked down the other side, and she was pushing a stroller with her little baby. And we were exactly across from each other. And I don't believe that we even made eye contact, but at that very moment, seeing this African mother with her baby standing on the other side of that gap, I instantly knew that I want to bridge this. I want to be a bridge. I want to bridge Europe and Africa. I want to bridge black and white. This was a moment of absolute truth and very, very deep inner knowing. Looking back, it feels a little bit almost like a lightning strike because it was such an intense moment of clarity, of realization, of deeper truth, that I felt this is my life mission. After my semester in Paris, I went back to living in Munich and continued my life there. And it took a few more years actually till I started going to Africa. But once I started, I went back every year for the better part of a decade. Each and every year, for weeks, for months, I went back to all different African countries, serving, volunteering, sometimes just touristing, sometimes just traveling, enjoying this wonderful beauty of the continent, serving or just enjoying. I saw the vitality of the continent, the vibrance of people's aliveness, and how much, if we bridge these cultures, we can benefit from each other, we can learn from each other if we only connect in a peaceful and meaningful way. We benefit both so much. The whole continent of Africa became for me symbolic for my passion, my own vitality and vibrancy, for my love for being aligned and sense of purpose. 16 years later, I'm meeting my husband, a wonderful man from Rwanda. And it is amazing how much this bridging became really a symbol for my life. Becoming the bridge between personality and soul level. Being the bridge between spirit and the physical. Becoming the translator from your soul to your thinking mind. The sense of purpose that I got from that split second in the metro in Paris is what carried my life for decades now. I remember a trash bin in the Namib desert with the saying, life can only lift forward, but understood backwards. And in a way, looking back, this was really a wonderful gift. And would I have maybe understood myself better and deeper if I really integrated all of that knowing that came to me in that split second at the metro in Paris? Would I maybe be at a different place now? I don't really know. But this is the way we live our lives forward, and we understand looking back, oh, actually in my 20s I knew it. I knew I wanted to be a bridge. I knew that I wanted to close that gap, or at least try to reach out. And that's what I'm doing all of the time. Reaching out between the races, between the cultures, between the material world and the spirit world, becoming that translator, being a spiritual healer. This is definitely a bit a different manifestation story. Finding meaning and purpose is not always about the profession. It's not always about the bank account and the material world and the materialistic things that we gather. Sometimes life is bigger than that and goes way deeper. Even though I felt that it must be part of it. I even went through whole nursing training because I thought being a licensed nurse would bring me back to Africa and continue my purpose and my work. And that never happened because sometimes it translates in different ways. I found my husband from Africa. I have an African baby now. That is the perfect bridge between the European and the African and even American culture. And also between being a complete angel and incarnating as the little toddler with tantrums. I want to encourage you, if you feel like, wow, I would love to have had that split second of knowing where I see my purpose, how much deeper my life goes, or I would find deeper meaning in all of what happened in my life. Sometimes people complain, I never find my profession, and they feel they miss their purpose. Life is not always about what you do in your 9 to 5. It is bigger than that. It is also richer than that. I would like to encourage you, grab somebody close to you and just reflect on life a little bit. Is there something you knew when you were young that started to unfold over time? And these stories are really interesting. So many people say, oh, you know, the moment I walked down that street, I knew immediately, one day I'm going to rent an apartment in this house. And that's where they ended up living for a decade. I'm really curious to hear your stories, and please write down in the comment, what did you learn about yourself? What deeper identity did you find? And try to find it in conversation. Try not to think about it or search your soul or search your thoughts for it, but sit down with a friend and just start talking about what did you actually manifest in your life. And they might be triggered like I was. When it comes to manifestation, it might not always be the lottery ticket that you manifested, but maybe there was something, a deep sense of knowing that started to unfold over time. With this said, I'm sending you much love. I hope you enjoyed my little stories. I hope you feel inspired to share yours in the comment section. If you like my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And share it with a friend. See you soon. Much love, Dr. Sarah.